So there's several common traps. I said I was going to talk about this earlier when it comes to one-on-one coaching. So we're going to go through some of those. The first one is having unclear objectives for a coaching session. Now be honest, you don't have to raise your hands, but how many of you might be doing one-on-ones and you're kind of winging it? Yeah, thank you for the high hand in the back. Love that. First step to growth is awareness, right? So if, in fact, you're doing that and there's not clear objectives for what's going to happen in your one-on-one, that's so frustrating for the other person. So that's a common trap. Also, poor follow-up after a coaching session. Now, I know you're all really busy people. You are. And I know it takes time to slow down and meet with these folks one-on-one. But if you're not following up with them, you ever feel like you're doing your sessions in a silo? Week 1, coaching session, we talk about this problem. We figure out how to fix it. Week 2, there's a different problem. So we're having a different conversation, 3 and 4 and so on, and we never go back to 1. How's that going? Remember when we talked about this and we said we were going to change your behavior and attitude and technique? Did you do that? And if you did, how's that working? So poor follow-up after coaching sessions. 3 is a lack of trust. If you had a great leader, a goat in your life, I bet you trusted them with your life, right? You would tell them anything. They would bare their heart and soul to you. But you don't bare your heart and soul to someone that you don't trust. Okay, so we've got to work really hard as leaders to build trust. We oftentimes spend a lot of time fixing. Anybody guilty of fixing? They bring you a problem, you're like, I got it. Let me just tell you how to fix it, okay? Because that's faster, it's easier, I get it. But if we spend too much time fixing, are we really coaching? You remember, some of you are familiar with Sandler, some are not. We have a lot of 70-30 rules in Sandler, do we not? And we tell our salespeople to listen 30%, or listen 70%, talk 30%, 70-30 rule. Do we do that when we're coaching our teams, our one-on-ones? No. We're talking a bunch. We're talking 70%, maybe more. Okay, so we're fixing, we're telling, we're talking. Do you ever get impatient if the results take too long? Of course. I think the biggest trap here is coaching every salesperson the exact same way. Dave said it this morning. Everybody's different. They communicate differently. They're motivated by different things. So why in the world, as leaders, would we treat them all the same way? Because it's easier? Because it's faster? Right? I mean, we know that telling isn't selling. Fair enough? Everybody agree telling isn't selling? So why do we think that telling is great coaching?
The Sandler Summit returns to the Orlando World Center Marriott on April 2nd and 3rd of 2025. Don't miss out on the premier sales and leadership event of the year. Reserve your seat now at sandler.com/summit.